her the Speaker of the Parliament. It was also highly criticized, scrutinized. It is not possible. She cannot manage the House, which is dominated by men. How can it be? So that was the temperament, the perception that followed. But it was Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina who broke the glass ceiling. She said, if there are women speakers in India, in Pakistan and elsewhere in the world, then Bangladesh should not be left behind. And it is the turn of Bangladesh now. So that is how it happened, and I was elected to this constitutional high office. I was with the burden, with the worry that it was a responsibility of all the women in Bangladesh. What if I made a mistake? What if I could not perform? What if I failed in my duties? Would that ruin the opportunity for all the other women in future? Would there be any other women in this position then? These were concerns that I had with me when I assumed that position, saying that the head lies uneasy that wears the crown. But however, gradually, with the first session going well, with the first budget being passed smoothly, slowly I got used to the process and I crossed the hurdle and I had a better grip and more confident in my role. Then came a new opportunity for me to be a part of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, to take part in an election and for the position. That happened in 2014 October, and we succeeded in that election. It was a tough call at the International Forum, where Commonwealth Parliamentary Association has all the parliaments that are in the Commonwealth countries. They are members of this association. So it was a proud moment for Bangladesh to have attained this position in 2014. It also gave me an excellent international exposure to learn how all the different 7 regions within the Commonwealth work. What are the parliamentary proceedings elsewhere in the world, and how to learn and accommodate the best practices of different parliamentary systems that we learned through the process in the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association election. But I will share something very interesting with you. When I was in the midst of this election process in Cameroon in Africa, there was suddenly a call from my home, Bangladesh, Dhaka. I stepped out of the conference room to take the phone call from my husband. In the throes of this election situation, my husband asks me, where have you put the saffron? We need the saffron for the muruk pulao that we want to cook for the Eid festival. So you see, your role as a mother, as a wife, is never ending. Even no matter where you are, how important it is for you, that agenda, a part of you is always at home. This is an issue that every career woman has to face. And I think the best bit is how well you balance your work life with your family life. Because family is very important. Yes, sometimes it is very difficult to make these compromises. But life is all about trade-offs. It is all about setting your own priorities and making your choices. Sometimes these are hard choices. You may not want to do it, but your commitment, for the greater cause, for your career, your service to your country, you have to do many things that may not be something you want to do, may not be something a piece of your heart wants to do. One example, my daughter came for a holiday to Bangladesh. She landed in the airport and her flight arrived. She came in. I had to leave on the same flight for Nairobi in a very important African regional meeting of CPA at the same time. My daughter arrives and I leave. It was not easy for me. But there was no choice. It was my commitment, it was my service requirement, and I had to do it. But despite that, we had our own good times. We spent time together on weekends and trying to make out time from the busy schedule. And those times with the children and husband and family were filled with fun, laughter, and joy. I draw my inspiration from Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. She is a leader who leads